confident in my ability and my skill. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm confident in who I am and what I can do. So I'm just coming out to play basketball.
Cooper, what is your previous USA basketball experience?
Yo, it's your boy AJ. I'm here with Rage. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and all socials. Type in Nets Kingdom. We have articles dropping on netskingdom.net. Hit that like button for us. Today's video, Cooper Flagg. Capture the flag, man. This guy is just, there's been a lot of heat, a lot of hype around Cooper Flagg. So he played in the Team USA. It was basically Team USA versus USA Select Scrimmage, and a lot of good reports came out. I'm going to read this quote from the Orlando Magic coach. He said, "He kicked butt here." U.S. Select team coach Jamal Mosley of the Orlando Magic said, "There's a respect factor for what he's done. People who have not seen him play as he is, he gets himself going within the game. They quickly see what he can do." And then basically the select team is typically made of young NBA players brought into scrimmage the national team. So at 17 years old, we saw Cooper, and you could see in these highlights, dominate. You know, he wasn't afraid. He gets that jumper over AD. I think he had a turnaround fade around over Drew Holiday. Just really looked poised and not afraid, you know, because a lot of young guys could fold in these moments because you're playing against some of the biggest stars in the world. Like if you're playing as AD, Braun, all these guys, like you could get starstruck. And Cooper was not starstruck.
He's playing against top tier competition, and you can easily just.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll be starstruck.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm literally went from high school in Maine and AAU to playing with LeBron and playing against Braun, Tatum. Like that's kind of like surreal to me. But hey, Cooper handled it. It's crazy. What was your thoughts, bro? Like, what are your thoughts on this USA scrimmage and Cooper?
It's very, very enticing to see, given the fact we know where we're going to be at this upcoming season from what we expect.
Yeah.
You know, just being able to play at the level that he's at against the talent at his age, him being 17 and not turning 18 until late December, him being going to be able to play in college, start in college as a 17-year-old is just beautiful to see. We know this guy is very, very talented, and gonna go to Duke, so be able to watch him there. But just the skills of a demigod almost. Like he can kind of do everything. The shot, still we're talking about that a little, but that is something that can easily be improved. Something that he's still doing. He still does he still does pretty well. And everything else, and the defense. Oh my goodness! So aren't we looking for a 6'9" type of guy that can do everything?
Yeah,
that's
I want to dive deeper into that, like what you were saying. I'm glad you brought that up because we look at Cooper from trying to fit him into an NBA player, 6'9", 6'10". He's had comparisons to like Jason Tatum and Andre Kirilenko. Those are kind of like the two guys I see his skill set kind of matching. And as far as Jason Tatum, just that height at the wing. Like if you look at old Jason Tatum videos, it's similar to Cooper Flagg because Cooper Flagg could score like at all three levels. But the thing with Jason Tatum is a great defender, underrated, by the way, underrated defender. But Cooper is a different athletic elite defender. Like he has really good timing with shot blocking. He's a great help defender. He has the length. He has the athleticism to be a really, really good defender. And I think that's kind of like what's separates him a little bit more than Ace Bailey because like Cooper's offensive skills. I think that the worry that like NBA scouts and NBA drafts have a Cooper is that first of all, his shot mechanics it's kind of inconsistent. His foot and his balance is inconsistent, so it kind of leads to like his shot being really inconsistent. And that's kind of like what Tatum, if you think about Tatum has an inconsistent shot at times. It could be, we can go really, really hot sometimes or really, really cold. And I think because of his shooting mechanics is why people are kind of worried about Cooper. But you see in these highlights, Cooper is not afraid to score. Like he's not afraid to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to shoot it, and he's willing to work at it. And he's 17, so it's like we're really nitpicking at these little things, but those are the things that like the NBA scouts are saying about like he's just his shot mechanics and his explosive scoring is probably what is his weakness right now. And going into Duke, bro, do you think what are you looking for at Cooper to be like at Duke? Because he's going to have a huge limelight on him. Like, do you think him at Duke will affect anything like going into the NBA draft? Like, will he still be the number one pick to you after Duke?
I feel what to look for him is just obviously just kind of the same thing, just to dominate. We're expecting him to be the number one overall pick. So
Yeah,
to be that got to dominate. Looking for that, but if he doesn't play well, actually, and it looks bad, that will definitely hurt his draft stock. I just can't really see it. I think Cooper Flagg definitely ends up being the top pick, but we
yeah,
know that there are other prospects that could be in play, and we'll definitely mention them in future videos
yeah,
because it's gonna be a very interesting top four. But Cooper Flagg definitely everything's leaning towards him just being
yeah,
phenomenal. If you're able to do that, and we got proof now. We
yeah,
have actual proof of him playing against the best of the best. Yes, it's just a scrimmage, but that's the first footage we see.
yeah,
That's enticing at the very minimum, and I'm looking forward to it. That's something
yeah,
we haven't been able to even talk about because it wasn't realistic or remote at all. It just wasn't.
yeah,
We were in that star thing, and before that, we still weren't drafting high.
yeah. And yeah, with Cooper's skills are just he's very, very, very he's almost a complete basketball player. Like there's a few nitty-pitty things that like you can like pinpoint. Like I said, the shooting, the balance, his footing on shooting, and his three-point shot consistency. But other than that, it's just superstar talent, potential talent. And with the Nets, I think we were talking to Syfe the other day. I think we have like what is it, like a 52% chance to get the number one pick. Um, so it really going into this year, bro, Coop, it's like, and we could get this is another video on itself, but with Cooper Flag being a net, I think I feel like we should lower our expectations. Of course, we should shoot for the Cooper Flag and try to capture the flag, but tanking is really a sweet science, and it's not always like you can't always pinpoint the number one. You
Guaranteed.
can't
It's
always
not
do it.
guaranteed. It's
It's
not
never
guaranteed. You
guaranteed.
can have the worst record in the league for 2 straight years and
Yeah,
get the 5th overall pick,
yeah,
There's still it's essentially a 50-50 chance of getting the 1st overall pick and getting the
yeah,
5th pick.
yeah. Well,
So, but, if you're bottom
yeah,
3, you're still, within it, and if you do have the worst record, yeah, you might have that chance you have a good chance of getting the 5th, but you don't end up below the top 5.
yeah, exactly. So it's like when it comes to the Nets, that's why I'm all like, and people might get mad at me for this. I'm ready to go full tank mode. I'm ready to start all young guys and go full tank mode, possibly get the worst record because even though, like Sherade was saying, the worst record doesn't guarantee us number one, but it'll still give us the best the best chances percentage wise, and we will still have a number five, like at least
Yeah.
a number five,
And
at
although, yeah, we're
least.
talking about a tank, and yeah, we want to watch our team be competitive, and
Yeah,
for it to be fun, and yeah, there's still the season taking hold. We understand that, but our idea for it, yeah, we want to lose and get
yeah,
that top pick. But the thing is, we're in a rebuild stage. The losing comes with it, But
yeah,
we're looking at development. Development. That's the most important thing. It's not like there's not things to watch when we're losing. Like there's genuine, like
yeah,
exciting guys to watch when you have a rebuilding team, that's what comes with it. And, we're just in a perfect position and the perfect draft to, be a top, get a top pick.
yeah.
And,
Now,
just being realistic, it just makes sense for us. And having Cam Thomas, Noah Clowney, and just having the team that we have right now and what it will probably be, you're just almost guaranteed a top 5 pick.
yeah,
You are.
and that's what I was saying before. I was like, I do want, like, I'm not trying to say the Nets should just throw games. I'm saying the reason why Sean should go young is because the development is going to help development. It's going to help CTs, Clowney, Clacks, because they're going to have majority of these minutes. Like the vets are not going to get like their minutes or take some of their minutes because you think about Dennis Schroeder on the team. If he's still here, if Cam Johnson's still here, Dorian's still here, it's gonna put pressure on Jordy to play them. Like you don't want to put pressure on Jordy Fernandez to play these vets. Like we're paying Cam Johnson $20 million. You're gonna put pressure on him to start. You know what I'm saying? Or he's not starting, he's coming off the bench, or trying to build up their value. Like, you want to throw up all those questions. Like, I don't want to deal with all that pressure
Yeah,
if I'm Jordy.
you're gonna
You know?
start Cam Johnson on a rebuilding team, and
Yeah,
or you're gonna bench Cam Johnson on a rebuilding team. Why would Cam Johnson ever? No, it just at that
yeah.
point it's just that takes away from your, why would Cam Johnson do that? And it just wouldn't make sense. You might as well just try and move off them. And you're already going to lose, and we already have been trying to move off them, and it's almost, we don't know necessarily if we like wants to leave for sure, but we have a general idea. We came here with Mikkel, we know what's going
Oh
on.
yeah, he
So
doesn't
it's
want to
like
be here, bro. Come on.
you just gotta move off of
Yeah,
that. We have to move off of like the guys that we have to move off of, like
yeah,
that are apparent. Dorian Finney-Smith and Cam
exactly. Like,
Johnson have to go. And Dennis
I want to
Schroeder
build
and
good
the other
habits.
ones
Yeah,
that we talked about too.
I want to build good habits, and I want these young guys to play at the most. So that's why I'm saying, like, go fully young and get rid of the vets, and we can. When we build those good habits and when we lose, that's fine because there's development and there was a possible chance we can get Cooper Flagg in the draft. But
And Jordy Fernandez is our coach.
yeah, and Jody's our
So
coach. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Let us know in the comments, Cooper Flagg fans, man. Is it capture the flag season for the Nets? How do you guys feel about the tank situation? Do you guys want Sean to get rid of the vets? Are you full tank mode, or are you like, I still want to see competitive. I still want to see games where I want to keep CJ, see what happens. Let us know what you guys thinking about this Cooper race, because it is a race, and Cooper could be a net in 2025, 2026. So we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys so much. Hit that like button for us.